what should we make of this argument? Some people, it might strike you that this argument is a bit like, a bit tricky, a bit of a cop out. And there's some people who definitely think that. So it's trying to kind of use these tools from math and probability to suggest that you should believe in the existence of an afterlife, even if you don't really have great evidence for that. So how can that be a good argument? So there's definitely some problems here. So one problem is what's called the kind of many gods objection. So this is the idea that, Pascal, when making his argument that you should believe in God or believe in the afterlife, is only really thinking about one kind of God or afterlife, which is, Pascal would be the Christian God. Um, but, why should we think that that's the only option? It's either, you believe in Christian heaven and hell, or you believe in nothing. And so people have critiqued Pascal by saying that he's kind of artificially limiting the scope of the options here. So they, some people have argued that, to actually be really fair, Pascal needs to factor in all the religions that there have been throughout history. So we need to think about all the possible afterlives. But then we can only really believe in one of them. And so the idea here is that, if we're forced to choose between all these different options, then the likelihood of us being right by believing in one of them is really small. And so since we're not believing based on the evidence, we're believing based on the possible consequences, this being forced to include all the kind of many gods or many afterlives eliminates the advantage that Pascal's trying to claim with his wager. So it doesn't seem like we are in an epistemically better position if we suddenly are having to choose between thousands and thousands of options, because it doesn't seem like at this point, even if we, it seems like we're far less likely to be getting it right. It's not kind of down to a 50-50 anymore, as much as Pascal kind of artificially sets it up that way. Even if we feel like we can get around this objection, we might think that there's another problem here, which is known as the kind of insincere belief problem. So a lot of the argument that we were considering before is based on the idea that, if you believe that there is an afterlife, this is going to affect your chances of getting a good outcome. So one of the problems here might be that, we can't simply choose to believe in things, even when we've convinced ourselves of the logic of it. So I might look at, Pascal's wager and think, yeah, this is a great argument, but I still don't believe in the afterlife. Even if I know that I should believe in the afterlife, maybe that's not enough. Even if I should believe in something, it's not enough to convince me that I do.